Welcome to Books in Sum, your go-to for bite-sized book summaries.
Loving Bravely by Alexandra H. This is a practical guide to making love last, based on the clinical expertise of Alexandra H. It explores how romantic relationships work in the real world and presents a practical approach to building strong and stable bonds that won't lose their spark. The key idea is that to truly love another, you must first understand yourself. Every relationship is a collaboration between two people, and each partner contributes their own unique mix of qualities. To build a strong and stable pairing, you have to understand your own personality, needs, and unique patterns that shape your relationships. The author recommends the Name Connect Choose method to identify which relationship patterns you've learned from your parents and how these lessons may inform your current behaviors. To change your mindset, tell yourself better and more accurate stories. Core issues are the personal vulnerabilities or soft spots that guide our intimate relationships, such as a fear of abandonment, need for approval, or a recurring distrust of others. These can be difficult to confront, but once you do, you'll be more able to grapple with their effects. We'll look at some proactive ways to approach these issues in the next book by Letitia is a 25-year-old single woman living in a big American city. When Owen forgets to pick up the car, she immediately casts him as a careless, worthless person. However, if Letitia saw a different story, one where Owen was a kind, compassionate partner who'd had a tough day and a single lapse in memory, she could probably react more calmly. This is called dialectic story, and they more accurately represent reality and leave room for the characters to control and adjust their behavior. To find an authentic approach to love, it is important to critically examine these outside forces. The key message is that your love life doesn't have to match cultural standards, and no matter where and when you're living, you're always thoroughly entangled with the people and circumstances around you. The rules of love are often built into community norms or represented in media, but these norms cannot always align with our authentic selves or desires. Culture can also give us unrealistic ideas about relationships in general, such as Hollywood's idealized version of romance. When pursuing a relationship, don't take cultural norms as sacred and consider whether you actually agree with them. Soulmates can be like the Yiddish concept bashert, a fellow traveler, or a wake-up call. No partner will completely fulfill all of your needs all of the time, and to form a lasting relationship, you'll need to put in the work. When searching for a romantic partner, it can be difficult to find the ideal match. According to a study by social psychologists Spike W. Esley and Norbert Schwartz, people who believe in perfect matches are more likely to be disappointed and dissatisfied in their relationships. To know if you've met the right partner, it is important to listen to your gut instincts. Even the best partner won't mirror you completely, so don't be discouraged if your soulmate doesn't share your exact hobbies or has a social circle all of their own. Good sex requires a bit of work, but it can be relieved with care, communication, and understanding. Sex is natural, but good sex requires a bit of work. Mae West famously described sex as emotion in motion. To have good sex with a partner, it is important to understand your own sexuality and have a firm grasp on what types of touch bring you pleasure. To avoid emotional conflicts, create spaces to process and reflect, and be wary of casual sex. Everyone is entitled to the intimacy and pleasure that sex can bring, and when you find the right partner, your relationship will benefit from the strong physical connection. When faced with an unpleasant situation, our brains and bodies push us to react quickly, guided by the primordial fight or flight response our ancestors developed to survive dangerous encounters. This can lead to reactive reactions that push us away from our partners and heighten the tension in a relationship. To avoid emotional conflicts, it is important to create spaces to process and reflect before taking action. Taking a reflective pause can help you see the situation more clearly, and telling a systemic story opens space to talk through any conflict. To avoid intimacy preventing traps, try intimacy inviting phrases like "I feel that," or "what kept you from." This softer language prevents black and white thinking by leaving space for everyone to express themselves with less judgment. A sincere apology can make a relationship stronger. The most important details in this book are that a sincere apology can make a relationship stronger, and that apologizing is a skill that must be learned. It is important to be sincere, specific, and accountable, and to make an amends action to demonstrate the depth of your regret and to fix the pain you've caused. An amends action for someone who drunkenly cheated on their spouse could involve giving up drinking, attending AA meetings, or making a commitment to not making the same mistake again. The most important details are that apologizing is not always easy, and that the way you receive an apology is important. Relationships last when we strive to be fully present. This means being engaged, listening, and attentive when our loved one is around, and being emotionally available and empathetic when they express inner thoughts and feelings. To be fully present, we also need to be open to receiving love, kindness, and support from our partner. Self-compassion is the act of acknowledging our own values and virtues, recognizing the struggles we share with others, and practicing mindfulness when we feel discouraged or overwhelmed. Practicing self-compassion and recognizing the limits of your control are essential for finding and maintaining a relationship. To do this, one should practice relational self-awareness, be mindful of the unrealistic or undesirable pressures society may force on them, and approach their partner with openness, compassion, and a loving presence. Additionally, it is important to look back at one's childhood with a little more distance and talk to your parents about their experiences. This can help you see old patterns in a new light and get some great advice from people who have been through a lot together.
We hope you found this summary helpful in your listening journey. If you're interested in diving deeper into the topic or getting your hands on the whole book, be sure to check the description below where we've included links to the book and other related products that may be useful to you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on our latest book summaries. And feel free to leave a comment with any suggestions or requests for books you'd like us to cover. Thanks again for tuning in and happy listening.